On tonight's episode of Worst of the Worst, strap in as we take a ride through the mean streets of Alabama, where we visit the Brandon Benjamin case. On the night of November 18th, 2000, the victim, Jamie Lewis, had gone to Wiregrass Commons Mall about 9 p.m. He picked up his wife, who operated a shop in the mall, and he had gone to Mrs. Lewis' shop and determined that she was ready to close, and because it was raining outside, he returned to bring the car closer to the mall exit so that Mrs. Lewis wouldn't get wet. Mr. Lewis had parked his car in a remote area of the mall's parking lot. The defendant had gone to the mall with a specific intent of finding a victim to rob. He watched the mall security to see how often they made rounds, and he also parked his car in an area which wouldn't raise suspicion. As Jamie Lewis approached his car, the defendant appeared and apparently demanded the victim's wallet. A struggle ensued, and the defendant struck the victim several times and shot him twice, once in the chest, once in the neck. The defendant took the victim's wallet and contents and left the scene. The victim was dead when the police and paramedics arrived shortly thereafter. The defendant later related all of the details of the crime to a friend. His friend Michael Baker indicated that he had no remorse for his actions, and Baker then went with his attorney to the district attorney. The district attorney arranged for a body wire to be placed on Baker so that the police could hear the defendant confess his actions once again to Baker. The defendant was then arrested and his room searched. A copy of the Dothan Eagle newspaper account of the crime was found in the defendant's room, and later the victim's wallet was also found. In the result, Brandon Benjamin was sentenced to death and remains on Alabama death row for the murder of Jamie Lewis.